I've always had a love and hate relationship with Tecno devices because on one hand, their devices actually really look good and feel premium, and on paper, they have this promising specs and features and all that kind of stuff. But then when you actually get the device and you start using it, in a few months, you realize it's not always the case. But this is a Tecno Camon 40 Pro, and 2 months going into 3 months later, I actually still like it. And with that said, welcome to my full review of the Tecno Camon 40 Pro. One thing I love about this device is the fact that it comes with a 6.78-inch display and also has 144 Hz. On top of all that, it's AMOLED. And one other thing I like about it is the fact that it's curved on the edges, which kind of makes it easier to hold. And I generally like phones with this kind of display. It makes it enjoyable to use and it kind of looks cool because, I mean, who wouldn't want to have a phone with a screen like that? At the same time, this display is actually really bright. I mean, it's bright enough to be able to use outdoor under direct sunlight. I mean, I always say a phone's display is bright enough to use under direct sunlight, but then how many of us are actually deliberately using our phones outside under direct sunlight? But if you're one of those people, this phone has got you covered. It can do that. Another thing that this phone comes with, and after all these months still feels good, is the design. Fine, this phone also comes with a pretty cool and nice case in the box, but then as always, I like to use my phones naked. With that said, on the downside, you have the charger, the Type-C charger, which supports up to 45 watts, one of the stereo speakers, and then your SIM tray, which is cool. On the top side, you have another stereo speaker here, and then an IR blaster, which is a convenient feature to add to a phone because then now you can use your phone to control other home appliances that use IR blasters like the TV, your air conditions, and a whole lot more. On this side, there's a new button that is mostly used for the FlashSnap feature. We're going to talk more about it when we get to the part where we talk about camera and then AI. At the same time, you can actually configure it to be able to work with all other apps. Like when you long press it or double press it, it should open a certain app or do a certain thing on your phone for you, which is actually really useful. For me, I use it for the flashlights because until you have a physical button for your flashlight, you wouldn't know how many times you need to use a flashlight in a flash. If you're watching this, please consider subscribing to my channel and giving me a thumbs up, as this goes a long way to help me know what kind of content you want and help YouTube push my video out more. So let's go. Another cool thing about this phone is this year it comes with IP68 and 69 water and dust resistance, which is cool. That means you can actually go for a swim with this phone and not worry about it. You can take pictures, like those of you that like taking snaps and pictures underwater, you can do that. This one can stand some water pressure to a certain level, which is cool. You can try that on a budget phone. Well, we can't really talk about Tecno Camon device without really talking about these, the cameras. This phone comes with some pretty cool cameras. On the back, it has 3 cameras, and then on the front, it has just 1 camera. And pictures taken on this device is actually really cool. For a while, I've had this mindset, this is just a Tecno device. But then anytime I take a picture and then go into the gallery and open that picture, I keep asking myself, am I sure I took those pictures with this phone? Because they actually turn out really good. And one thing that makes this phone stand out, or one of the headline features of this phone, is the FlashSnap feature, which you can actually activate with the orange button on the phone here. And what that does is anytime you are in the FlashSnap screen or you open the FlashSnap feature on the phone, it captures things moving really fast, which is quite cool. because now you can take pictures of your children playing, you can take pictures of people doing things really fast or cars passing by. Or heck, one useful use case of this snap feature is you're in a car and then you see something you want to take a picture of. You can just open the snap feature or the snap flash thing, the flash snap thing, and then take a picture really fast, and then you get the details you're trying to capture at high speed without losing any information or without getting any blurry pictures or anything of that sort, which is pretty cool. I like that. For a phone that is tagged as a mid-range device, I'm actually blown away by the amount of AI features this phone comes with, and it's quite a lot. If I say I'm going to talk about it, this video is going to be really long, so I'm going to talk about just the ones that I use on a daily basis. The first one is the fact that it has DeepSeek built in, and that in itself is really amazing. Because as a content creator and as a curious mind, I usually rely on ChatGPT for content ideas, for brainstorming ideas, for help me scripting, and then also asking curious questions or questions that I find interesting or I want answers to. But now you're telling me that now with this device, I don't really have to go into ChatGPT or Gemini to do that. All I need to do is toggle the DeepSeek feature on this phone and get my answers really fast on my phone. Oh, and also on the home screen, on the left side, on the left panel, there's a whole panel where it has all the AI features that this phone comes with for you to explore and play around with, which is really cool. Also, the flash snap feature that I mentioned earlier on is also one of the amazing AI features this phone comes with. So you can also go try it out if you're able to get your hands on one of these. Another AI feature on this phone that I enjoy using almost all the time is circle to set. And that is because I have become sort of the go-to person to find certain things on the internet by my friends. And most of the time when I have issues and things like that, I don't know how to Google, I don't know how to describe it to Google to find it. And even if I try my best to describe what I want, chances are that I don't get what I want. But now with circle to search built in on this phone, I don't really have to describe what I want to search. All I need to do is just have a picture of what I want, circle what I'm trying to find, and the AI searches through the internet to give me the results that is relevant to what I want, which is actually remarkable. I love the fact that you can actually do all of that on a phone like this. And as if the camera features and all these AI features and then the look and everything this phone comes with is not enough, it has a 5200 mAh battery, which charges at 45 watts. That means you can actually use this phone up in less than an hour, like 0 to 100 in approximately 45 minutes. And all that, this phone is still able to last me a day and sometimes even more. And I am someone who is sort of like a power user because I spend a lot of time playing video games on my phone. I spend another set of time watching videos like doom scrolling on TikTok and in Instagram and YouTube videos on my phone. I spend a lot of time making phone calls and catching up with my folks on my phone and taking pictures. And so the battery is big enough and optimized enough to carry me throughout the day. And it's not as if this phone is slow or has like minimal performances. That's why it's able to last me that long. It has a really good processor in here, and at the same time, it's able to handle everything I throw at it without lagging. Did I mention it has a 144Hz display, which also contributes in making the phone feel faster than it actually is? At the end of the day, if you're in the market to get a new smartphone and you're looking at not spending more than 4,000 cedis and still get value for your money, then this phone is worth considering because you're getting a lot for that amount of money. First off, you're getting a huge display with 144Hz and AMOLED display. Also, it's a Corning Gorilla 7 glass, which is pretty durable. It has some AI features that are going to blow you out of the water. It has a pretty good battery life and pretty good cameras too. So if this is something that you'd want, Just tell me your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you think it's pretty cool? Have you tried your hands on one? I want to know all that. Also, don't forget to subscribe, and thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one.